Okay, here we go. Transformations, shapes in disguise. There's three types of transformations that this slideshow will talk about. A reflection is a flip when you flip the shape side to side. Has a lot to do with symmetry, and you guys know all about symmetry. Then there's a translation, which is like a slide, like a cha-cha slide to the left, slide to the right. Finally, there's rotations, which is like a turn. You know the way the clock hands turn? So, reflection. It flips a shape over a line to form a congruent shape. It's a mirror image. So, congruent, like you know, is the exact same shape. So, there's the first shape, there's the second. It's the exact same shape. It's just been flipped over a line. See, there's the same space here as there is over there. That shows you how you could reflect 4 different ways. At home, you could find a shape, make a shape, any shape, and try reflecting it up, down, left, right. Try to make some type of design by taking the same shape and just flipping it. You could pause this and go do that and come back if you want. Our next type of transformation is a translation, which means you move the shape. You slide it from one spot to another. That's why it's called a slide. Translation, like I said, the cha-cha slide. It'd be like pushing a sled forward. That would be a translation because it's still the same shape. It's just being moved forward. So you move the red triangle to the blue triangle. It's just sliding across. You could get a little piece of paper out, draw a shape, and just like before when you reflected it, you could just translate, move it over. And you can see how there's a bunch of copies here. They're all the exact same shape. They're just being slid to different locations. A rotation is when you turn something, like a clock piece. So the F is just being turned all the way around. Now, if it was being translated, it'd be moving this way, but you can see because the top of it's being turned around, you know it's being rotated. And if you try to find the point, it says, can you pick where the point is rotating from? Well, it's not rotating from the top of the F. It's rotating from right here. And see, we can tell this has not been slid. It has to be rotated because the top's down here. But over here, it's at the top. You could take any type of shape at home, put it down in front of you and rotate it. See what it looks like at different rotations. Try turning it just half a turn. Then try doing 3/4 of a turn. You know, in skateboarding, a 360 means you go all the way around and back forward again, right? So kind of like moving a skateboard around, try different rotations. So this activity you can't really do at home because you don't have cubes, but if you have something else that you could link together, you could try to rotate it, reflect it, slide it across, and maybe teach someone at home about these 3 things as well. Take a shape and show it rotate, reflect, translate, rotate, translate, reflect, reflect again, and translate. Then you can take a shape. If you have a brother or sister, you could trace that shape, trace where it is now, and see if they can figure out what you did to transform that shape. So an image looked like this after one tile was moved. So one tile here had been moved. The question for you is, what do you think the design looked like before the tile was moved? How do you think the one tile was moved? This hexagon, oh sorry, I'm waiting. I'm giving you time to think. You there, put your hand up. What do you think? Some people might have thought that this shape was translated over to the right, possibly, because it looks like it's shifted out. I don't see a reflection. Maybe you do. The hexagon started at position A, ended at position B. What might have happened to make this shape end up over here? Doesn't look like the shape could have rotated because this point look the same. Doesn't really look like a reflection because a reflection would probably be over here. Oh, if I put a line right here, maybe it could have reflected. Maybe. Or if I slide this shape over there, yeah, it looks like a translation. It's a slide from point A to point B. This question is going to be in our Google Classroom. Choose two of the pictures below. Do you know for sure if a reflection, a rotation, or a translation happened in each picture? If not, explain why you are unsure about which type of change occurred. So, you can choose any two pictures here, and in Google Classroom, I want you to type to me in your Google Docs a little page that tells me what happened in these pictures, and just two of them. If you're sure it's a reflection, a rotation, or a translation. Thanks, guys.